So Minaj and I are here at the Shedd Aquarium in Chicago, Illinois, and here is the Stingray Touch, which has been very hard to actually get to do for a while now. A few years we haven't been able to. And surprisingly, after Labor Day, it's actually open. You'll see them. You'll swim across. There's a guy. You just got to put your hand out from there, and they'll eventually come.
When you're done at Stingray Touch, make sure you exit opposite of where you pay your income. There's open water on that side. Also, check out our other two touch habitats. We have the Seastar Touch, located downstairs in the Polar Playground, and Sturgeon Touch, located upstairs in the main gallery.
In the past, my thing has been always you just leave your hand in there and just wait for them to come by. You want to make sure you don't do it when there's like people around, otherwise it's almost impossible to get them away. So yeah, me and Minaj are going to give this a try. First thing make it one. Put your hand on it. Here they come. Yeah, I'm going to give it a shot. Minaj is going to attempt to feed a stingray the food. Put your hand down, man. You gotta put your hand down in there to get them.
You might even like touching our stingray. At the glass doors where the movie theater is.
And Epicalia. Because I got that in class. $5 to buy a fish. Literally cut in half. Watch. And the stingray got her food without even touching it. There you go. So right now I am in the basement of the Shedd Aquarium, which is the Wild Reef exhibit. This exhibit is going to be going under a renovation in the future. We'll have a huge tunnel that you'll be able to walk through and see the fish. See this what it looks like right now. This is kind of a tunnel you can see up here. But I have a feeling if they're going to do the renovation is probably in this back area where they have the shark area. I'll show you the shark enclosure real quick. It actually is pretty cool and stunning. If you like my videos, do consider subscribing. And I'm going to leave a link for free stock of in the description. Just a thank you to my subscribers. But here is the shark enclosure. Supposedly it's supposed to go dome all the way over the top. No, stop these areas. You can see the little stingray. I'll have a 360 video off eventually showing this whole thing too. I'm gonna go walk through. I gotta find Miss Minaj. See where she's at. Yes. Oh, there's stingray. Just did the touch on them. This is cool. It kind of stimulates the tide.
Dory!
Oh, there's Dory.
Dory!
There's Dory. Now you see all the Shedd Underwater Beauty exhibit, which is essentially just to show you how beautiful the ocean can be, all the colors, the beauty that's left in nature. And I'm going to walk through it really quickly, give you an overview of what it looks like. The jellies. Beautiful jellyfish. Yeah. I want to come across this in the ocean, but okay. Miss Minaj. On this little secluded area, they have all these fish. This is actually really nice. Vibrant. So So one of my fondest memories of Shedd Aquarium was the first time we came over here. We turned this corner, and I was like squealed like a little dog. Or whenever she was so happy when she saw these, she started running out to the glass. She was so excited our first time. As you know from the videos, as well as them penguins, Shedd Aquarium has a huge penguin exhibit. It's got a little playground back in here. Yeah, we'll be here for the next probably half hour or longer. Ironically, there's one in the water today. It's rare to see. Usually they just stand up the shoreline like that and look at people. So Manaz's out there trying to take video, but earlier they were jumping out of the water like they did in my Milwaukee Zoo video. If you go check out my channel. Typically with the Shedd Aquarium, these penguins don't usually are in the water. They usually are just hanging about there. So it's actually a rare treat to see them in the water and actually active and doing something. So many years ago, Manaz and I went to the Shedd Aquarium. We got food from there, and right now she's starting to get our electrified lunchbox ready. Trying this out for our first time. Make food here in the parking lot. But we tried this for one time. We actually ate at the Shedd Aquarium when we first started dating. And I remember it was like $35. It was a slice of pizza, nachos, and a water bottle. And it was absolutely the worst food we ever had. So now we are actually going to try this fancy little invention.
We're going to see if it works.
We're going to see if it works. And we're going to make chicken tacos. So we went to Costco and they had like chicken meat that had seasoning. It's already pre-cooked, so essentially all you have to do is warm it up. And we're gonna have, you know, tacos and everything. So see how it works, and then we'll go out there to the lakefront and actually eat. But yeah, now we're just looking over how to do it. Way to save money and have higher quality food than the joke. So here's what we are using. I think it's on Amazon. We'll see. We'll see how it works. We've had our little heating lunch box going for about 10 minutes now. Yes, Manaz so nicely showing us. And it actually is getting warm. You could actually feel on the outside the warmth. And actually the contents inside are actually getting warm. Oh, excuse me. So to the point where we actually might be ready to, the next 5 or 6 minutes, we might actually be able to go out to the lakefront and go eat and enjoy lunch. And we have all our toppings back there ready to go. So, and heck, it's a lot cheaper than eating out here, and the food is gonna be really good quality. So yay, Manaz!
Bye-bye.
We're eating good. So here we go on our epic journey.
Yay!
Get to view the beautiful view of Chicago and the Shedd Aquarium. Enjoy our lunch right across the way from Navy Pier, up there in the distance. So because this is our first time, here's our taco creation, and let's see, I don't know. Here's what it looks like inside there. It's already pre-cooked chicken, so no problems, salmonella or anything, but there it is. Gonna avoid the view and look at the beautiful boats and have a good, phenomenal lunch. So today we got a double whammy. It's the Illinois Free Day. At the Shedd Aquarium and the Field Museum, so we're gonna come check out the Field Museum and look at the new zoo exhibit that they had. They've had it for a while, but right now Miss Manaz is in the bathroom. But yeah, there you go. So if you're into this, they have a bunch of sections with a bunch of stuffed animals. It's kind of sad to press someone to look at it, but there's a big buffalo. So back in the day, when Manaz and I first dated, over here, they used to have Sue, the T-Rex, but they moved her to another area. Now they have this one. Yeah. One of our favorite photos together is close in front of Sue. So a funny fact about me is back in college, I actually studied a lot of African history. Believe it or not, Egypt is in Africa. And at the Field Museum, they have like a mock little ancient Egyptian exhibit we're about to go through. Stairs and everything. It looks like as if you were actually in Egypt. So these are actual hieroglyphics. from Egypt. They brought back, brought in. That's actually really cool. More of the hieroglyphics they have.
It's not to go downstairs.
Actually, really from a cave near hand carved, chipped into the stone. So this is what it would look like inside. Actually, different cave kind of foundations. One cool part about it is you can see over the whole top of the exhibit. Inside, museum. And they have this really cool spiral staircase, which brings you back down into the other side of the exhibit. As if you were an explorer going down into, you know, one of the pyramids. Obviously, want to do this nice, but kind of give you a little view of what it would sort of look like. A rendition. Back in here, like if you had a actual burial chamber, and there's actually usually there's a hole in the ground you can look in, but this is where they would keep them mummified bodies in here. Usually they'd be covered in gold or headdress or something along those, the riches in the afterlife. And here's some of the golds and things they put on the bodies for the afterlife, for riches in the afterlife. And some of the artifacts that they stored in the tombs. Looks like the big guys are recreation, but these are real, actually, mummy bodies. Store. Mummified remains. I think it's real, but you never know. Oh. Here's some of the artifacts that would have been on the bodies. Talked about earlier. Which is in the afterlife. It's cool. This boat is probably over most things you've ever seen. There's water carrying. It's probably used for the rivers. It's ocean faring, but petrified wood. So, I watched that movie Meg. This is actually a megalodon's skeletal. Yeah, you see that's what it would look like trying to swallow you so really quickly. Yeah, megalodon, the largest sharks ever. But yeah, we'll go see. Something cool about the megalodon, as you can see it actually has teeth on the inside. You're getting sucked in to pull it in. And multiple teeth all the way around, not just the front. So here we go, starting up life. The Earth. You're going to get things that evolve. Multicell organisms, like plants. You get things like trilobites, which are these little guys down here. These are predators. You start getting things like that. You get more arthropods. I think it's what, something, I can't remember the name. I took the evolution of life in college many years ago. Of course, every period, Mesozoic, Paleozoic, all these periods of mass extinction events and geologic timescale. This exhibit walks you through these mass extinction events and all the geologic timescale. So I had a geological college that explained all this stuff.
Is that things dry out?
And you'll get things like the armored fish, like these guys. Eventually you're going to get life onto land where you get fish with feet, amphibians. Yeah, here's an example. Fish that could go on land back and forth. You get more complex organisms as life goes on. If you're one of these people that believe in evolution, you don't, no big deal. But, you know, here's a cool exhibit they have here at the museum. So here's where the Field Museum shines. They're dinosaurs. This obviously is a zoo. Almost looked like it, but no. Most complete dinosaurs.
In the late 19th century, Yale University paleontologist O.C. Marsh studied two of the first known hadrosaurs.
Some of the plant eaters. You got things like an Ankylosaurus. You know, armored dinosaur. You just see the size. Some of these mammoth giants. Keep in mind when these guys were around, Earth was much different. There was much more oxygen. Back in the day, they used to have one model outside. I don't know if they still do. There's like things like Ankylosaurus. Said earlier. Some of these large plant eaters that nothing would mess with just because of their size. Let's go see if we can find Sue. So we're going to walk into the new exhibit me and Manaz have never seen. This is their Sue area. Other people have probably seen it, but for us this is our first area. Never seen it. Most complete T-Rex. I'll show you. I remember when this thing first, when I was a kid, first discovered and it was going to be in the Field Museum, was like a big thing on the news all over the place. But here is the skull. And I know the reason they don't have the skull on display from past being the Field Museum is because the skull weighs so much that for them to put it on the stand, it'd be really risky, so they put it on display here. So obviously the bones that you see out there are, it's a, you know, a cast. You see here's the Sue. I'm going to show you the Sue coming into the Field Museum. Setting it up. Here's one of my favorite photos of us. We used to stand in front of Sue when we first came to the museum. There she is in her old glory in Mead Hall. Looks like they changed her position. Go across that in a while. Take her head off. Well, after seeing the Field Museum and the Shedd Aquarium, it's the end of our day. Sat near the water, went for a walk on the lakefront. Now heading out. Thank you for watching my video. As always, if you do like it, please subscribe.